think they flesh out the character a lot, but they are absolutely optional.
Sweet, then I can go to the bathroom and get some food.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, I have hit the go button once again. Hello, everyone. I am back. I have switched everything up I have needed to switch up. And we're gonna do a bit of a weird thing. So, in the game originally, there is this section called the briefings, the briefing section, and for some reason they're all sectioned off and like split apart, and you can watch all of them, but like it's all like it jumps around between the time codes for some reason. So instead, I have opted to pull up a YouTube video, and we are going to just watch the briefings in the order of the time code proper. And we're just going to watch them all through. This is going to be essentially a 23-minute long cutscene, but I like the briefings, and I want to watch them, and I want to make this game shine, man. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Let me just make sure I've got my Twitter up to date. Briefing time. Perfect. Okay. So, yeah, straight out of YouTube, I will go ahead and hit the go button. I said I'll hit the go button.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
That's really quiet.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
Hang on. That's really quiet. I'm gonna go ahead and boost the volume real quick. Where's my... Nope, not adjust system volume. Actually, yes, adjust system volume. Oh! We're just gonna go ahead and... Yeah, we're gonna boost that shit up to full.
Snake,
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter. She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff, and an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. It all went down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear
Me
more
too.
about the situation.
Look, I'm lip syncing it low key.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
So someone needs to penetrate, gather intelligence, and report back. Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with the
Talk to me about
storm
the
going
insertion
on.
method.
We'll
Wait,
approach
what?
the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch.
Same as a torpedo, only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes.
OSP.
This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any
Top-secret
official
black op.
support.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL.
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapons systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
Anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the individual's genomic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
The terrorists need them. You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes. And using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Gene therapy?
I'll explain this part. With gene therapy, we can remove those genes which we know may lead to sickness or disease, and at the same time splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases, and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay. And so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
Fun fact, they're talking a lot about genes, but I only played
One of
this
the
as a
greatest
kid,
soldiers ever?
so I didn't
The man
understand
they
what
call
a
the
gene
greatest
was
warrior of the
outside
20th
pants,
century.
So I thought
You're
they were
the
talking
big
about
boss.
like, super
That's
pants.
right. We've been working feverishly to identify the genes responsible for his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
So his body was recovered after all.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryo chamber.
That's
His
intentional.
genomic information is a priceless treasure to
I don't want to talk
mankind.
over it.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
His body was burned severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
You people are amazing. And then you're gonna transplant those genes into soldiers?
Yes. We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Snake, we can't give them his body. It's potentially more dangerous than all the nuclear warheads on that island put together.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The sons of Big Boss? What's the time limit?
24 hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
Do they say what the target will be?
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Which means that the President must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes. So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko. She'll be providing you backup by Kodak.
A female analyst?
She's built up an impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Where's she working from?
At her home in Los Angeles.
California. Seems like a million miles away.
It happens, Rika.
How well armed are these terrorists? I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
The 6 members of Foxhound in charge are all hardened veterans. They're tough enough to eat nails and ask for seconds.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Foxhound.
The others are next-generation special forces. They're not your average grunts either.
Yeah, they can't see farther than 5.
Tell me about these next-generation special forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
Who's they?
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit, Force 21, and retrained. If you ask me, these so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video game players, huh?
Don't forget they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
How could an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No. Several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Even the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. An elite group combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter.
Looks like a lovely bunch of folks. Too bad we'll be meeting under these circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
Yes. And you're the only person who can stand against him.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake. The man with the same codename as you.
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager, the youngest person in the SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate Western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you retired, he was rescued and became a member of Foxhound.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using codenames.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details, but it seems so. That's why we really need you for this mission.
You're the only one who can beat him. Now that I've met you, I know. You've got something that he doesn't. I can see it in your eyes.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting? Colonel, I don't work for the government anymore. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod? The longest sled race in the world? When did you become a dog musher?
Right now, my 50 Huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea. There's no room for debate.
I told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very old man.
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
No, Snake. I prefer to look at it as helping you come to a decision more easily. But anyway, I know you better than that. You take this assignment even without the threat.
Why do you say that?
You're a natural-born soldier. You're not the grow old gracefully type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive is on the battlefield. I'm a soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness, frustration that you feel every day. You've tried to play the Boy Scout out there in Alaska, but you can't race dogs in the snow forever. Why don't you come back to us and be a soldier again?
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake, I just want to give you back your purpose in life.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
Okay, Snake. Sorry. I'll be frank. A person very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
My niece, Meryl.
What was your niece doing here?
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt. And my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War, and since then I've been watching after her.
A personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
I'm retired. I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
With my personality, I don't have too many friends.
That's what I trust about you. It's what makes you human. Please, Snake. Save my niece, Meryl.
All right. But I have two conditions.
Name them.
1, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And 2, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing.
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel. That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines?
Not just one kind, either. There are different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Oh, now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes. Benzedrine. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
Nanomachines!
I need to borrow your scissors.
What are you going to do?
Don't worry, just gonna clean myself up a little.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
Metal Gear Solid 4 was a mistake. No, we're good. Okay. Okay. So.
Was a mistake.
Metal Gear Solid was a mistake. Okay. We're ready to fucking go.
Yeah. I have pretzels.
You got pretzels?
I have pretzels.
Fair enough. I may actually go for a little longer, to be honest, just because I'm so familiar with this game that I could probably breeze through it without taking too much energy from myself. I wouldn't be surprised if I go until, like, 3 effortlessly. We're in my territory now. Metal Gear Solid was one of the first games. I might have said this before, but in case there's someone here that... Oh, yeah. It was one of the first games I ever beat. I beat it when I was in the single digits, alongside Final Fantasy VIII and Yoshi's Island. So, this is like one of my trio that are just like, this is my fucking territory. Alright. I do have one other question though, for everyone. Do you want me to show off the VR training, just like the first 10 levels of the VR training stuff? It doesn't have anything to do with the story, but I want to ask you, Ollie, if you want to see, and the chat as well.
I don't mind.
You don't mind? Anyone in the chat have any opinions? Any opinions? Because I could totally just go straight to new game. It's got the classic music from... It's true. It's got the classic theme of Terra. Ah, fuck it. I'll just warm up. I'll warm up in there.
Remember the basics of CQC.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go. Basically, this is just a set of 10 stages where it's like, yo, get to the end, don't be seen.
Impressive, Snake.
Let's go. Can you tell I've done this before?
What? No.
What? No. Ooh, shit. Hey-oh.
Impressive, Snake.
Let's go! I'm gonna have to done the game in an hour. Alright, but no, I won't have the game done in an hour, mostly because I will not be skipping cutscenes. And this is where it starts to go long. Live your life.
Impressive, Snake.
Not the runner.
Sorry, there was a ladder near me. I felt obligated. to
Hey.
scream.
Don't ever apologize for breaking out the snake eater. Oh shit, fuck, I
Stop.
forgot how I did it, and no, I'm dumb. I could have done that way faster. So it's been a slight minute. I have forgotten a thing here and there.
That's fine.
Oh,
Just don't go senile on us.
no promises. What do you mean? I'm a snakey. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Unfortunately, I cannot do anything to people's kneecaps in this game.
Damn it, what's the point?
What's your point?
Fine,
You're fine, Jeffrey.
No.
No. Oh, shit. Fuck. I forgot I was supposed to wait for a second. Oh, no. I got got.
I've seen that before.
Oh, mission failed.
Yeah, and,
Who's that?
Butter Buns is, funnily enough, in her Bloodborne for Experts, they make a lot of Metal Gear references.
Huh. Oh, yeah. That's, well, prepare to understand a lot more now.
One of them started singing Snake Eater while climbing up the ladder, climbed another ladder, and then continued.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I really want to play Bloodborne. I want to play Bloodborne. I want a PS4. I want a PS4 so fucking bad.
Whose footprints are these?
It's me the 20th.
Yeah, that Animal Crossing hype's really reaching fever pitch, isn't it? Did I hear a fucking, like, quiver from your voice?
Like,
Who's that?
Yeah, like...
I, like, just started, like, vibrating, like...
I fucked up. I went a little fast. Uh-huh. Oh no! Oh fuck! Shit! Nope. Oni Knight? What is up?
Fish and mail?
Fish and mailed. Oh, that's not this game. That's the next game.
The second one's the one with Raiden, right?
Uh-huh.
And he starts off naked, right?
He does not start... Wait. No, he totally starts off naked. I can't remember.
What was that noise?
That is all I know.
There are multiple points where...
There's also totally not Snake.
yeah, totally not Snake. It's fine.
I know this. Because I think it was either Forrest or his brother that I watched play a little bit of it.
It's kind of a shame, because, like, if possible... Oh, damn it, I wasn't fast enough. That caused an outage back in the day? Hey, what's up, Mark Bunzy? Okay, well, maybe don't say that. I mean, if you're supporting, fine.
Maybe I am.
Yeah, maybe I am, huh? What's your point?
What's your point?
What's your point?
What's your
What's your point?
Yeah.
Dunzo. And that's the VR missions.
Josh.
What?
Bread.
Bread. Oh man. Stole a loaf of bread.
Wise words. Wise words.
Indeed. Alright. Let's start this fucker up. For realsies. So, I just realized, I thought I would hit the start button and it would actually play the opening, but apparently that's just when you first start the game.
It'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
also for your benefit, Ollie, basically how we got here was by submarine, and then I was shot from a torpedo in a submarine that carried me over here, which is why I had to swim.
Sounds like a fun ride.
It was a fun ride.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Those voices.
What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it.
In my ear,
Okay,
baby.
I'm ready to go.
I don't know why I said that, I'm sorry.
Please never do that again. I did not like that.
There goes the immersion. Oh man. Oh, ain't I a stinker? Oh my god, what the fuck? Small bones in my ear. I'm sorry, I'm just so happy to be playing this.
What was that noise?
Whatever. What's up, you? How you doing? Rough day? Okay, whatever. Ah, shit! Fuck! I didn't. Oh, we already in it.
Where'd it go?
Oh yeah, what's up?
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Not much.
You'll just have to
What about
wait
you?
for the elevator to come down.
Oh man, you know
better
what
hide
is up?
somewhere.
The elevator. We gotta wait for it to come down.
Not for long.
I just gotta wait it out. Just gonna like chill. What's up? I'm a snake. Check out that PS1 fucking bendy stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you'll love it. You'll love to see it. Shout out to Tappy. Imagine if that was a GBA port. I mean, wasn't that a what about Ghost Babel? Wasn't that a fucking GBA game? That, for the record, will not be making an appearance in this game. Or in this marathon. No! Oh no! Oh shit! Oh no! Ah, this is some ring around the rosy bullshit right here! No! Leave me alone! I'm actually doing a ring around the rosy right now. Look at this shit! This is amazing!
I am.
Oh man, that's fun.
I put down my controller to watch it eat things that kick me out of the instance.
Oh, I'm sorry, I kicked you out of the instance.
It's alright. I have over 100 toads in my pocket. Oh good.
I got 100 toads in my pocket!
Yeah, give me that fucking thing. I will listen to that version.
I know you would. Yo, what if I just chilled, like, right here? Just, like, right here. Shit! That didn't work. I'm going. Oh, shit. It doesn't... Oh! And I've died. Did I know the puddle reflections are actually not reflections? The original PlayStation wasn't powerful enough. Really? I did not know that. I'm gonna have to give that a look-see real quick, just for funsies.
Humana.
Humana. Wow, so these aren't real reflections. They're
I wonder
probably...
how Johnny Bravo actually pulled up.
What was that?
Oh yeah, that's right. Cause yeah, that's fair. They aren't real reflections. Cause I couldn't see myself in them, so I have no idea how Johnny Bravo rolls up, to be honest.
So how can your reflection be
Okay.
real if your eyes aren't?
How can snakes be real if my eyes aren't real? So already, I have very clearly been far too relaxed.
You're welcome. I'm here to distract and make bad jokes.
I said relax, not distract, but
What was that noise?
What? Not both. Woo! Wait, I didn't sell my toads, did I? Okay, good.
I can't believe you'd sell your toads to the black market.
Gotta hand out toad.
What was that noise?
Don't worry about it.
Don't
You
worry
hear
about
shit.
it.
You didn't hear shit. Was that noise my ass? I watch the Outer Heaven channel a lot. Oh. Actually, to be honest, I don't know a lot about it. Most of my knowledge comes from just playing the shit out of this game and, like, my friend Sage also playing the shit out of all of this. Yoji Shikawa, your art is so good. The texture warp, yeah. That PS1 texture warp, you gotta love it.
I didn't have that as a kid, but that's because I played Dragon Tales and My Disney Pigeon.
Oh yeah, well, you avoid the texture warp if you go spray-based.
Oh, and I also played Tom and Jerry's Housecraft.
Jerry's house. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you just play as fucking Jerry and you beat the shit out of Tom. That's
Ollie.
the game.
Quake 2 on PC also has that. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah. I've said before, but I completely missed all early PC stuff, so I had no idea that it happened on a similar thing.
I missed everything forever. Until now.
You know what I missed? Completely. Everything between the N64 and the Wii U. So, like, GameCube and Wii, complete dead zone for me.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal
See,
facility.
my first Nintendo was
Excellent,
Wii.
Snake. Age hasn't
Then
slowed you down one
now I
bit.
have the
Thanks to the
Switch.
VR training I did on board the Discovery.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but
You
it's a
did
little
not
hard to
believe you.
move.
Bear with it. It's
No,
designed to
I'm
prevent
feeling for me.
hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it
Oh
easy,
yeah,
I'm
also, we're in
grateful.
Alaska.
If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena
I've
and are headed
built-
your
I just
way.
have to remember
The
the
terrorist
fucking-
radar should have already picked them up.
Mailing's awesome.
Behind D.
Hein D.
Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
Say
There it is.
No idea.
Say the
But it looks
556
like our
was
little
behind.
diversion got
Shot
their
it.
attention.
556 was behind.
Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
I don't care. I'll
I
get
just
it.
have to remember the fucking. Oh, I don't.
Oh. I forgot how much this game rumbled. They really wanted to show off the rumble back then.
I was gonna make a stupid joke about a Disney movie called Snow Dogs. Then I realized I remember nothing.
There are only
Fucking
18 hours left until their
Other
deadline.
than my
You've
sister
got to
and I
hurry.
watched it all the time. solely
you must be
because of
crazy
the
to fly a
dogs.
hind in this kind of weather.
My girl!
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system.
My girl is not
Contact her if you have any
Gunship-chan.
questions about either of them.
Nice
Yes,
to
my
meet you,
girl.
Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious.
It's
Well,
Snake
I know I
getting
won't
his
be bored
flirt
for the
on
next 18 hours.
mid-operation.
I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake.
Wait,
But I'm surprised.
back on the
You're very
music
frank
again.
for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system.
Yeah. She
The
completely
bright
loses
dot in
the
the middle
accent by
is you,
4.
Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Actually, I think she
Be
loses
careful,
it
Snake.
with snakes as
The
well.
genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
Highly
First, I
trained
want you to
sense of
infiltrate the
vision.
disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
Remember that.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a
I
green
will
dot.
remember.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Sucks.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Oh
Cigarettes.
boy!
How are those going to help
Smuggled out his
You never
smokes via his stomach because the special shots have suppressed his stomach acids.
If you want to get in, there's the front door.
Man needs his
It's the
smokes.
fastest way, but there's too much risk
No,
of being
I
spotted
will
by
die.
the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right.
Also, shout out to
No, I'm with
Naomi
556ers,
letting Snake perform a strip search
pineapples.
on her right back. Wow, damn. I forgot how flirty this game was. Like, holy shit.
What about the air duct near the door?
Why is he called Snake? That's some frog type of shit? I don't know.
There should also
Probably
be a duct
because
on
he
the second
crawls a
floor.
lot. And like that's his that's a good way for
I
stealth.
can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA.
Course of
I'm
action.
counting on you, Snake.
Hey, want to see what these legendary next generation special forces have as far as eyesight goes?
No.
These legendary genome enhanced next generation special forces.
Well, that was an interesting thing to come into.
Yes. Hello, Yuri.
Hello.
Next generation special forces can't see me right now. Until right here. That's as far as they can see.
Good job.
Genome enhanced. Highly trained.
Nighttime, and that's always the worst. It's snowing and Star. You got that dumb fucking looking foot.
Yeah, dumb fucking... It's just the worst, you know. Snake is a good noodle. So I fucked up because I am not taking this game seriously because I've played it so often, and I am severely underestimating how hard the beginning of the game is.
There.
Like, it is 100% on me. This is no bullshit. This is just me being super dumb and, like, not taking it seriously. I'll try and take it a little more seriously. Do-si-do, bitch! Hello, random voice people. Ah, yes. If you're unaware, I can give a quick introduction. Say hello, Ollie. And say hello, Yuri.
Hey.
A surveillance camera?
That's how that be.
Isn't it?
Oh, that was heavenly.
The sneeze?
Yeah, I've been having sinus issues all day.
Oh. Whoops. Didn't mean it. Ow. Bye. Whoa. Oh god! That was like a fucking hair's length away from my heel. That was super close, actually. Ollie is down with the sickness, unfortunately, it seems.
Constantly. Please, let me escape this hell.
You mother get up. Oh shit. I'm still not taking this seriously. Why am I not taking this seriously? I've died like 3 times.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
I need to... Okay. Okay, serious mode time. At least for this section.
How dare you not be perfect at video?
How dare I not be perfect at your picture game? Wow, maybe I'm just bad. There's always that distinct possibility. Do-si-do!
Instead of get good, get bad.
Yeah, me though.
I'm assuming you can't just snake eat her and just kill everyone.
Oh, I totally can. Oh, I 100% can. I just don't want to.
There.
There's a thing about Metal Gear games, particularly Solid and Beyond, that's kind of like a self-imposed challenge a lot of people have to kill as few people as possible. And
then there's me.
And then there's you. Which is, for the record, totally valid. But, it is so ingrained within me. I don't give a shit! I'm going in!
Look, I just like trying to knife the alligators.
Did you know that you could throw a grenade in their mouth and they'll swallow it?
Yep.
And
I
they'll
think
be like...
you showed me that and I loved it.
Oh, okay. When you're afraid to eat, but you're kind of
Snake, this is McDonald Miller.
Because his game's
it's been a long time.
Oh.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor,
it's
so
Master
I moved
Miller
out
again
here
from
for
the
some
last
peace
game.
and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you.
I would share my
Once in a
pretzels,
while,
but
I
don't
still
think
help
I
train
can
the
get those to you in
Alaskan
a
Scouts.
timely manner.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here.
Campbell.
I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in
is
Alaska
Miller
longer
Lite.
than you. So call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Connecting with
Those
server
mice
was
are
locked.
Alaskan field mice.
Okay.
Don't worry, they can't hurt you. Wild field
Oh god,
mice don't have a
good.
thick layer
I
of
had
fat,
really
but
bad
they can still
experiences with
survive
mice
the
last
bitter
game.
winters here without hibernating.
Or those were hamsters,
They dig
actually.
tunnels under the snow. That's where they stay warm.
Survival specialist, huh?
I should learn from them. But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that's not their own.
I looked a little bit
to ensure the
into those
survival of their own
classes,
genes,
and just a
right?
cursory
Yeah,
glance made
pretty
me
brilliant
realize that they
program,
kind of
huh?
feed into each other.
If there are mice,
Boy,
that
how
means
do
there
you do
must
that?
be
I
an
hate
exit
that.
somewhere.
Why I
Follow
picked
the
them
mice.
all up.
I got one for you, Rika. How about Miller Lite Lime? Ooh. Underwater. Underneath the water.
Oh, thank God! I can purchase it from the Ultra Vet. Thank fuck.
Right. You can purchase things. Forgot about that.
I'm actually glad that some of the stuff I need can actually be purchased from things. Because if it couldn't, I'm staring at some of the freaking classes I have to take, and it's like level 35 in alchemy, level 36 in like goldsmithing. And I'm like, fuck.
Oh yeah, I guess that was from Game Grumps. Huh.
I
Completely
see
forgot
your
about that.
gas.
Oh.
See your gas. That's funny.
Aw, your little dress is so cute.
Hell
Oh.
yeah, it is.
What event is currently going right now? Oh, Leap of Faith.
Fresh Prince of Blair.
Fresh Prince.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should
Colonel,
be a
I know
cargo
how
elevator that you can
elevators
take
work.
down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Colonel, I know how elevators work.
Do you? No?
They go up, and they go down. And then, so if it's Willy Wonka, I guess it goes sideways sometimes.
And every which way direction.
It's honestly. We gotta infiltrate Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Good luck with that. I don't even think Snake could get it.
It would be a
Steal the
challenge.
recipe for the everlasting gobstopper.
Snake's hardest challenge yet. Getting into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Oh man, that would be a fucking challenge.
And it's not just because of the security stuff. No, literally, the whole point of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory is good luck finding your way around.
Yeah, pretty much, eh? Colonel,
Ollie.
who's this Willy Wonka guy?
Do you remember where the Amalja camp is? Dudes, things. Oh fuck! I see.
That's the Beast Tribe dudes.
Yep,
So
I
know where they are. I just forgot.
I
Because I haven't been doing those. Because I've been doing the stupid ones instead.
Slowing down.
I can't do that.
Oh my
I can't
God.
do both at the same time.
Just imagine Snake disguising himself as an Oompa Loompa.
Oh my god. Don't know about that shit.
Colonel, do you think this would work?
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Damn it.
He has the face thing available.
I heard my
Damn it.
phone go
You're
off
right.
for a second. Yeah, I know how ladders work, Miller, or whoever the fuck.
Yeah, you just sing Snake Eater on him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then
you
you
know
go
how
up.
it is. You know how it do.
You sing Snake Eater and then
Sing-
US 10.
Yeah.
How they work.
That's how it works. You know how it do.
I know exactly how it do.
This
Gimme.
is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
Alright, now let's see if I can actually buy these from the Amalja Vet.
Oh, check out the guy taking a shit.
Cold. I hate Alaska.
I'm good.
Boy, oh boy, that one was built alright.
Oh, that girl's so built. That man comes back in Metal Gear Solid 4 as a main character.
Dark Alien, what does that mean?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's a character name.
Oh.
I know what he's talking about. It's not like it's...
Is that a woman?
Not. It's the code name for the Watergate. It's the code name for the Watergate informant in real life.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Look, I've read some fanfiction.
Yeah, I bet you've read some fanfiction.
So seeing that is just in text form, I get it.
No, that's fair. If you don't know, then you don't know, and that's fair to make that assumption.
I don't know at all.
Who's that?
Oh, are you ready for fucking this guy? He's like, he's the one
I'm
that
here to
goes.
Save you.
You knew?
You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
I'll shut my trap so he says it.
What's your
I'll
answer?
drink it. You knew.
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Oh, I might have to drink here.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, Metal Gear. You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects.
You knew?
How did you know that?
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects.
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
That's it.
Why
That's
else
the
would
reason
I
why
come
I
to
say
a
you knew like
godforsaken
that.
place like this?
That's it.
I
That's
heard
literally
the Metal
it.
Gear project was scrapped.
That's fair.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
You cut out.
I really like the Amalja Tribe's music.
Yeah.
It's so sweet and tribal.
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh,
Something
you
very
mean
comforting
PAL?
about
Yes, of course. There is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input two different passwords in order to launch the device.
To be honest,
There are
and
two
I
passwords?
100% agree.
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of
That's
ArmsTech.
why to this day I
That's
cannot
right.
play the 3DS version of Tales
Each of us needs to input
I
our
really
password,
want to
or there
own
can
the
be no
PS2
launch.
copy of it.
But
You're my pal.
They found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
He said that at the same time!
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
Right. Fish, before
This
you go
is
to bed,
bad.
I need to send you a thing.
It's just a matter of time before they get
I got
Baker's
something working in the game.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes. They'll be able to launch a nuke
I'm not
anytime.
gonna lie, I also have
But there is a way to stop the launch.
on in
What?
the background as well.
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called
Why would
a pad.
a prisoner have
It
an
works together
ID
with your
card
body's
to
own
get
electrical
through the place he's being held
Personal
in?
area network, huh?
It transmits
That
data
died
using the
double.
salts in your body as the transmission.
Actually something that's explained later.
As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
It's called...
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
Big dick.
I just said no.
Oh.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
Accidental.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Especially because this happens.
You say that now, because yes, they decided.
What happened?
When you're coming up with things like that from a writer's perspective, sometimes you just kind of go with it and then go, oh shit, I made that connection. Well, guess
You
it's a
have
thing
a
now.
heart attack?
I can almost guarantee you that this is intentional.
Well, yeah,
Dead.
it is intentional. They put it in to have that.
No,
be
I mean from a writing perspective. There are multiple plot
Naomi,
points that
the
thread
chief.
into this.
What
and
happened?
Explain it.
I don't
from
know.
the get-go.
It looked like a heart attack, but
a
heart attack?
That's how it goes. What I'm saying is what during
Colonel,
the creation
are you hiding
process,
something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This
made,
op is security
a lot
level
of
red.
times
You need the highest security
stuff
clearance to get
clicks,
access
and
to the
then
complete
decide
file.
what it is.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the
Hey, what if
file?
we did this?
I told
yes,
you,
that makes
the
sense.
Secretary of
Do it.
Defense is in operational control.
That's not
I'm
accidental.
just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out
It's
of
just
there
if
and
you were
find
planning
President
to go a
Baker.
different direction.
That's
Yeah.
just the writing process.
This is also true.
I'm a writer.
So am I.
I just beat my head against a keyboard until words come out.
I've been a writer since I was 11.
I've been one since I've been 13.
Like,
Please don't use the authority argument against me.
I'm
It means
not,
nothing.
but I'm just letting you know that I do have some background on it too, and that's
So do
part of it
I.
as well. I know. I'm just saying that that's part
People
of what I've
write
seen.
differently than you
Don't
do.
move.
I know. I'm just explaining another part of it.
So then why are you imposing
So
that
you
that is
killed
the
the
only
chief,
way that it could
You
have happened?
bastard!
I'm not. I'm simply explaining my side.
Liquid?
It could
No,
be either or.
you're not.
It could be either or.
Don't
It just
move.
seemed like it at the time, but if that's the case, then fair enough.
It could be either
Is this
or.
the first
We don't
time you
know.
ever pointed a gun at a person?
I'm just saying.
Your
my
hands are
part
shaking.
of that
Fair
it
enough.
could have been.
Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful. I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I
Oh
right?
no, this
You
this
talk
person's
too much.
totally a
You haven't
rookie.
even taken the safety off, rookie.
I
Yeah,
told
you're
you
taking the
I'm
safety
not
off!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door.
Is that you?
You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
Oh, here we go!
What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
Don't think, just shoot!
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
Homie is
I'm telling
quivering!
you, shoot!
Oh, there it goes! There we go! I love how in this game, like, they didn't have the first person aiming, so it's just pure auto aim. You could just go. Oh shit! That's grenades! Oh! I got nothing.
I know that kind of aiming. I'm still bad at it.
I missed a couple stages because I fell asleep at night. But when was the first game that they brought that in?
Oh, like the first person aiming?
Yeah.
2. Metal Gear Solid 2, for the record.
Oh, okay. So that's when they brought that in.
Yeah, yes. The next game.
What's the main aiming? Did it start with auto aim? Or?
So, the very first 2 games were top-down for the MSX, and they were super old, and, like, you could only walk in 4 different directions. So, pretty much it was just shoot where you were facing.
Oh, okay.
Like, we're talking super old, like NES, Super Nintendo era games.
Yeah.
This game, because it brings up, like, more than just 4 directions of movement. Brain
What are you waiting for? Shoot! Don't talk to me like a
because
rookie.
there's more than 4 directions of movement.
I'm telling you,
in
shoot!
this game, unlike the first 2. They decided to compensate for aiming by just auto-aiming. So, literally, I don't even want to really hit the button. He just goes.
Fair enough.
Remember the basics of CQC.
CQC is not going to get me through this one, unfortunately. Is it?
Eat a hornet nest? Let's find out.
Eat a hornet nest!
Or was it a wasp's nest that was in that game?
I don't remember. They're the same to me.
Well, asshole fake beans.
Asshole fake beans. I don't know. It's probably possible, but I'm not good enough.
It's viable in my heart.
I had a question and now I oh right. It's been a while and I forget. What does CQC?
Thanks for the help.
Oh, close quarters combat. Basically melee.
Wait!
Thank you.
Smash Brothers?
Who are you?
Yeah.
I remembered what DPS meant the other day because Short Stuff asked me about it. And I was like,
killed
yeah,
him.
for a second. And I said it
sorry,
so
sir.
too, even
His
though it's
mental
been a while
shielding was
since
very strong.
stated.
I could not dive into his mind.
And
we'll never get that detonation code.
And then today you guys were talking about CQC and I'm like, shit, I don't know what that one is.
Oh man. I can't wait for the next release. Super CQC Bros. Night, alien. Night, night.
Night, alien. So I have another thing to toss in.
What's up?
I want to know if I'm the only one that this happens to. Okay, so if and when you actually do have dreams.
I had one earlier. It was weird.
Do you ever have those nights where you dream like several different dreams at once?
Naomi,
and kind of, like,
I just had some kind of
interlace
hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound Psychic.
I've had that
Think
like
of it as a
from
mental
one night
feedback
to the
loop.
next.
So that was Mantis.
You have continuing dreams?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, lucky!
Split second when I tapped out, I saw Psycho Mantis. That's because Psycho Mantis was there. You saw correctly.
Oh, lucky! There are some dreams that I have that I wish I could continue, but I never see them again.
But, I have a more common thing of, like, the dream will be on, like, a...
Oh, interesting.
But with, like, slight variation with each dream.
Yeah, last night the dream I had was, like, it interlaced with, like, 4 or 5 other dreams. And I woke up and just sat there thinking, what the fuck was that? And the weird thing is I dozed off earlier, so that was literally within the span of the 2 hours that I dozed off.
Yeah.
So I just kind of sat up and went, well, that was weird.
Naval passage, don't do this to me, you were just better.
Thank you for answering that, because I wanted to know if I was the only one that happened to, because it felt really, really weird.
Nah, I actually, there was a time where I wouldn't say research, but I googled around here and there about people and dreams of different kinds, and like, I know you're not the only one. Like, you're not weird for having those sorts of things. I've definitely heard it before.
I'm glad I'm not the only one, because that was kind of freaky.
No. But you're not weird for that. Not at all.
I'm waiting for the day someone stream ends with just the to be continued, and then they wait.
God, just Kybus getting his foot on the helicopter saying to be continued, and then the dream ends.
I was thinking like the
oh, the fucking JoJo ending.
Stupid meme one.
Yeah,
the meme one.
The meme one. Yeah, the meme one.
The meme one.
The memes. Memes, Jack. That's the last one.
Oh, you're gonna... Isn't that one Revengeance, or...?
Yeah, I'm saving Revengeance for the very end.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to meet fucking Revolver Ocelot for the first time?
Fuck yeah!
Alright, I'll shut the fuck up then. That's not Revolver.
Am I too late?
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow, Pink Rose
You're the
Hedgehog.
Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry, I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
For the host.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw!
Alright. Oh shit. So that's Ocelot's introduction in the whole series.
I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want. I love to reload. Let's go!
I love this game so much, too.
You better hurry up! The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want me?
No! I just shot Baker by accident. I don't think I've ever done that before. Holy shit.
Smell of cordite.
So it is. Bitch. There we go.
Wait a minute.
I shall not wait a minute, sir. You gotta reload.
Shots? Think you can trick me? 3 shots? I'm fighting. Come on!
Gotcha.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with
You're
the
pretty
same
good.
code as the
That's
boss.
the first you're pretty good.
It's been a long time since I had such a good fight. But I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand!
I take him
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again!
So yeah, Ocelot's arm just got off.
Who are you?
You might say he was disarmed.
I like you. I have no name.
Also, fun fact, this little cyborg dude...
That
He's from the last game.
Oh cool, he is?
He is.
Who the hell?
Remember what Ocelot said about can't you even die rights?
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
I am probably going
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you.
It's fine.
You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question.
rely on my long-term
What about your
memory. It
code?
takes
There's no
quite some
time.
for something to actually get launched.
Talked.
What? Now the terrorists
so-
have both codes and can launch any time.
There is
It's
a
not like I
updated
didn't fight.
version of this game called Twin Snakes.
I
for the
managed to
Game.
resist Psycho Mantis'
They-
mind probe.
Yeah,
He
they
couldn't weaken
updated
you?
a lot of the cutscenes.
How'd you do it?
Surgical implants
And,
in my
like,
brain.
Surgical
in my
implants.
opinion,
kind of like a psychic
I know
insulation.
not everyone shares this.
Everyone who knows these top secret codes has
But in my opinion,
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
They kind of jumped the shark.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis
there was
got
a
his
lot
code
of
by reading his
really
mind.
weird, like...
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your
this
code?
part here in specific,
I
when
never had any
the DARPA
training on
chief,
how to resist torture.
when this guy says that he talked and like gave them
Looks
the
like
codes.
he had some fun with you, all
For
right.
whatever fucking
he's not
reason,
human.
Snake just
I
like
tell you, he loved every second of
goes
it.
a little nuts
Wrapping
and
your arm.
like
He broke it.
holds him at
Looks like you're more than
gunpoint for
even
no
now.
reason.
His was sliced off.
Ha! You're a funny
Even though he's
man.
just a fucking old man, like
So the
that's-
DARPA chief, is
Worry
he
about
okay?
it.
it was like from
can't
that
be.
point on, I was
No,
just
that's
like,
not
what
what
the
you
fuck
promised
is
him.
this
Now you want to shut me up.
That's not something Snake.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you.
Ow.
It's
I didn't
weird.
kill the DARPA chief.
Being attacked by Taco
He had a
Bird.
heart attack or something.
A heart attack?
Then again,
Oh,
that's
don't
kind
be a
of
fool.
like, that's,
Anyway,
in terms of,
the terrorists
games
have
getting
both
updates
codes
and
now.
changes and whatnot. That's kind of
Those
like
boys are
the
totally insane.
mass.
They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
Yeah,
I
makes
agree.
sense.
But what do they really want?
Oh, who knows?
Quite a lot
Maybe
of
they're like us in the arms
Makes
industry,
the game
always looking forward to the
simpler,
next good
a little bit easier to
war.
handle,
Well,
but I
I'm
see
not
it
gonna
going,
let these
nah,
maniacs start a war today. You
You'll
still have the
lose
card
some.
keys
Card keys?
to override the
Wow.
detonation code. I heard you had
Looking
them.
forward to and
No,
afraid.
not
of
anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the
Phenomenal.
terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman?
That
Who?
is my home.
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier. It must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit. Could that be the colonel's niece?
The story itself
I gave her the
okay.
key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
So
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah.
remake Sinnoh
Let me
is
tell you,
going
it's...
to be better than what it was before.
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
He fucking forgot. He forgot the frequency
that's
that
right.
I can reach
It
now.
should be on the back
but
of
it
the
should be
CD
on the
case.
back of the
Try to
CD
contact her.
case.
I'll contact her right
The
away.
CD case
But
that
tell
I
me,
don't
if
have
this doesn't work,
because
is there some
it's
other way
not
to
a
prevent the
physical
missile launch?
game that I own. I have it on the PlayStation Network. Fuck.
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the
So,
Metal Gear Rex project.
It's
A
slightly
genius at
possible.
engineering, but a little
I
bit
give it a
of an
10%
oddball.
chance
If there's
that
anyone who can
this
figure out how to
game
stop
came
Metal
with
Gear
the
from
like
launching,
information
it's
booklet,
him.
and
What
I
if he
might be
can't
able to
come up
look
with
it up
anything?
proper.
You'll have to
If not,
destroy it.
I'll just
Emmerich
set up
knows
a
how to
guide
destroy
for
Metal
it.
Gear.
Because
Where is this
literally,
Emmerich?
you would
Well,
have
he's
to
probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead
actually
storage building.
take
It's
your
north from here.
in real
That's where he
life Metal
worked.
Gear Solid
I
copy
understand, but why
with
Metal
the box
Gear? The nuclear
and
age
look at
ended
the
with
back
the turn
of
of
it
the millennium.
in order to find the
You're
codec to
wrong.
proceed.
The threat of nuclear war isn't gone.
that is
In fact, it's greater than it's ever been.
That's just Kojima.
That's
The
just
amount of spent
it's
nuclear
Kojima,
fuel
and
plutonium
also it's
is increasing even
th-
today.
there were tricks like that
Listen,
from
have you
other
ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear
old
material?
school
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high. As
point
far
click
as you can
adventure
see.
games like King's Quest and
Because
shit.
there's still no real way to dispose of the
It was
stuff.
originally a
So
way
they
to
just
prevent
close the
piracy.
lid and try to pretend like it'll
But-
go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with
Did
nuclear
they do that
waste
too?
seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year. It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to
crazy.
turn.
Yeah, so.
Oh, that's nutty.
In other words,
that's the thing,
there's plenty of
piracy.
available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb.
Yeah.
We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons
Until the
program.
internet.
What about
came
the other
along, and then,
superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility.
Guides.
To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
Speaking of things that happened in games prior to the games that came after them, this entire cutscene has basically been like, yo,
yes.
remember the last game where the whole basis was that the whole world had disarmed nuclearly, and the only reason Big Boss was a threat was because of that, because he was the only one that had nuclear weapons as a result.
The Metal Gear system was our last
like,
ace in the
this
hole.
Game is just like,
Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project.
Everyone's still got nukes.
Secret projects paid for by the
big
Pentagon
black market
budget.
for nukes.
You can
lots
avoid
of
a lot
muff.
of red tape and
Several
get a great
pounds
on
of
your
muff,
weapons
which stands for material
no one can bother
unaccounted
you.
for.
Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the military oversight committee.
What's actually the Muffin Man's code name? Excuse you.
Well, Ollie took it the other way, so I'm just
I prefer to think of it as good business.
Several
anyway,
pounds
Metal
of
Gear
muffin.
was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap.
Oh, totally.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here.
Look,
this is what you came
fun
for,
direction.
right?
It is the fun direction, actually. I'm down with that.
It's all here.
So, this is super confusing, because this guy gives you an optical disc in-game, but beforehand tells you to check the back of the CD case to get Meryl's codec number. So when I was a kid, I was trying to figure out how to use the optical disc in-game to get Meryl's codec number when that's not how that worked.
To your boss. I'll give you my card too.
It was confusing for me as a kid.
Level 2 doors.
And I don't know even now that it's very
you
well
go on without
explained.
me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
To be honest,
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
I had to be told.
Ninja?
I think like my mom.
Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret.
An experimental genome
Wait a week
soldier.
and beat a boss.
That's not the proper way to beat it, and in fact the game chides you for doing that.
You should ask Dr.
It is a way though.
It is a way though. You're not wrong.
Naomi.
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What?
We're doing
Doesn't
it
Metal
now.
Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but...
Yeah, he wanted to. Yes. Oh no!
What did you do to me?
Now this guy's suddenly dying too. Just like
no, it can't be.
Just like the you knew
Pentagon
guy.
Bastards. So they actually went in, did it?
Pentagon bastards. Fuck the Pentagon.
Using you for.
Oh no. Now he's dead too. It's like everywhere I go, people are dying for no reason.
What the hell?
Everywhere I go, people always know.
They're gonna die.
Everyone is dying. Oh crap, shit, everyone's dying.
Colonel, are you listening?
Colonel,
Now
what the
he's dead
fuck?
Too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack.
Colonel, you're fucking lying to me.
Kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Can I trust
Nick,
your niece?
there's a lot of electrical
more
interference
than you
coming
can
from
trust
there.
me.
It should be okay if you do burst
That
transmission
is
like us, but normal transmission is
implications.
probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing?
What was that ninja thing?
Remember Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
So, like, right away, Snake is like, I feel like I'm being fucked with, but whatever, I guess. And he's not okay with that. But it's not like he has a choice. He's in the middle of fucking Alaska. God, this is like one of the few times where I think I might have to, like, force myself to quit, because I feel like I will just keep going with this game. Otherwise, I will go until like 5 a.m. fuck do I get out of here? Oh. Oh, okay. It was I who was the dumbass. All along. Smoking is good for your health. It makes it so that you can see lasers and get the famous FAMAS.
And FAMAS bullet.
Mm-hmm. FAMAS bullet.
Bullet.
What was the thing that Heavy says? Something about never seeing anyone who can outrun Bullet? Or outsmart Bullet? Was that it?
Yeah, so they've never met men. Yet,
yeah, that's the one. Okay, I'm gonna go until 3. That's gonna be my limit, because I have to save some for, like, other times and people coming across. I'm supposed to have the map on hard or extreme mode. I'm not playing on hard or extreme mode, I'm just playing on normal.
yeah.
That said, hello, Chrono Cross.
Well. He's just chilling.
Just chilling.
Having fun times with favorite series for his birthday month.
Mm-hmm.
Her birthday month.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. My brain is as always.
If you remember, it took a while for me to get used to it too, so...
Yeah.
I appreciate that you're making the effort.
Yeah.
That means
Why wouldn't I?
That means a lot to me.
Oh, holy crap, I just saw what happened.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I totally zoned out.
It's okay. Oh, I just got the suppressor.
No, I don't want to be depressed.
No, suppressed.
Oh, I thought you said depressor.
No, I'm a...
I don't need more of that in my life.
I'm a dip my gun in some Thousand Island dressing, cause I got suppression. Come on! Come on with that shit! You didn't see me!
I realize now why my words weren't coming out the way they were supposed to.
Oh.
I forgot to take my back.
Oh. Oh, that's okay. I mean, I feel like we moved on and it was fine.
Sorry, I've been sitting here trying to figure out why my words weren't coming out the way they were supposed to. I'm like, what did I not do in my routine that made that happen?
It's no big deal.
Because it felt like I missed something. I'm still like, there's something that needs to get done that I forgot. And it's a good thing that I did sit there thinking,
Not whatever to you, whatever to you.
Whoever takes your
Haha! You KO!
For a child watching this, what are you doing? Why did you lie about your age?
What's that?
Mr. Internet is gonna come after you.
Oh no. It found me. Oh.
Mr. Internet has found him.
Mr. Internet found me! I'm gonna have to choke him out. I'm gonna have to choke a bitch. Okay.
I know I was.
As long as they're not going around telling people that they can't do their own thing.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I think the only time I lied about my age on, what was it? It was like Battle.net or something. Or BattleQuest or some shit. It was like some browser RPG.
Oh yeah, that.
What is it, Snake?
And it had to be 13 to play. So I bumped my age up by a year.
Snake, remember what the Gaul said.
No, super
The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Like all these stuff.
Well, I'll think about it.
Just didn't expect it, was all. Alright.
Oh
my god! This totally does have a software manual! Oh, hang on, we're gonna do this legit. It might have to be at the very back. Y'all ready to skip a shit ton of pages?
No way, I want to learn what the buttons are. I gotta know about the DualShock.
Oh, hey, Meryl! 140.15. I can't believe I could do that legit.
Who are you?
Gotti.
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You?
Kinda unimportant. I'm dead.
Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
50 Huskies!
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Dummy.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah. That's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
Kept the
He's
keys
dead.
in her boobs.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet.
Fair.
Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
Might as well take
You mean
advantage
Dr.
of
Emmerich?
it while you're still stuck
Yes.
with them.
Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
What I'm hoping.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
I currently can't wear my visor.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor's being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training. But when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Fine, give me them E's.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed.
No, that'd be too much. That'd be too much.
Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and
I
body
kid,
one
I
day
kid.
when I could finally see some real action. And now,
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
I do too.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just
I'm
like
a
my
real
uncle
bastard.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
I don't want to.
Here's the thing I need to hunt Hasley.
What? Yeah. I get to ride the flashlight. Request.
So Ollie, did you ever figure out why you couldn't hand that stuff in?
No.
Thank you.
Oh, I haven't asked yet.
Oh, hey, Alex. Thanks for following.
I thought you said you were going to ask them.
I was.
Like 9 hours ago.
That's a lot of hours ago.
Don't worry about it.
Wait, no, 9 hours ago would be 6 o'clock for me. Sorry. 12 hours ago.
worry about it.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock.
Basically just
It's
implied that
infrared
Meryl's
sensors.
not going to be able to be disguised for
If an
long
intruder
because
is
she
sensed,
walks
gas
with
is
too much of a
released.
butt.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure
99.
out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Fighting this thing by myself is probably not the best idea. Oh shit. Oh crap. This is gonna kill me.
Said
Oh, no.
Snake as he came across Metal Gear for the first time.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is very bad.
See, I could use my thermal goggles to see these lasers, but that's not the cool way to do it. Cool way to do it is to
What the fuck is you? This is this giant ass lizard.
Big Lizzy. Lizzy. King Koopa. Is it a chameleonaire?
Oh no.
Maybe so.
Oh, not again. Oh fuck.
Alright. You heard the man.
Oh, y'all ready for Deep Throat?
Be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
It's Deep Throat.
Just call me Deep Throat.
No, that's
Deep Throat. The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you
I
anyway?
actually think,
One of
well,
your
he said it's the informant from the Watergate scandal. I think it's actually a real life thing.
Who okayed this name?
Okay, that's fair.
I don't care in what context. Who okayed it?
I should not have Googled Deep Throat in order to find out if it was legit. It is all just Xvideo and Pornhub.
Why did you
Whoops.
do this?
That's not the smartest
Let's
idea.
add in Watergate.
Let's
Yes.
know if it makes it worse or better.
It is the pseudonym given to the secret informant who provided information in 1972 to someone who shared it with another person. Yeah, that is the code name for an actual Watergate informant in real life, for the record. That said, you are absolutely allowed to be like, well, why would they use that code name?
Because once again, who okayed this?
Who okayed this code name?
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of a code name that a lot of spies use.
I mean, Solid Snake just sounds like a penis.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about the implications that Liquid Snake has, if it's true for one. I don't even want to know. Don't even elaborate. We're just gonna let that one hang in the air. I didn't mean to. Wait, no, I didn't mean for it to come out that way. Fuck. I genuinely just wanted to, like, leave it there as it. Ah, fuck. Hi, it's Vulcan Raven.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska.
I will not let you pass.
Yeah, they'll die.
They will die. And I think Vulcan Raven.
Send him a message. That's right. You belong on the ground.
I am just
right.
blind.
You should
Good to
crawl
know.
on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
Aw, yeah. Time to 1v1 this tank. I will. I got nades, right? I got nades for days. That hurt. Shut up. Stop making a jerk-off motion.
That signal?
I just gotta crawl. I just gotta crawl like a snake to avoid his gunshots because I gotta avoid the elevation condition. Alright.
Turn off the game. Wait a
Kobe! Ow! I got ran over! The dumb ways of beating bosses is fun. Sure. Ow!
Has recently found a way to mega cheese on Monster Hunter by killing things, maybe things with just a
I heard you the first time! Oh no!
Every time you say that, I'm going to say it.
God damn it! See how you like this? See how you like this? Jordan! Ow! Bird! Oh no, I dropped it! Ow! Bird! Why? Bird, why would you fail me like this? Oh, something I am also feeling right now. Still got him.
I do not know how I am managing to fight this thing for myself, but you know what? I'm not going to make any complaints.
Fair. So we got the gunner. I'm gonna search the gunner. Gunner got a key card.
Good gunner.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy.
You got the card. I hope you're happy.
A little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
Okay, Bob Hope. I have no idea what you're on
He
about.
is just as you said. In battle,
Okay.
he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so.
I told you so.
I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet.
Oh, is he gonna get hacked to death by the bird?
No,
He and
no.
I will meet
He's
again
Vulcan Raven.
in battle.
He's all about the Ravens.
As always.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Okay, someone's asking to get fucking banned. Like, what the fuck, dude? We're just trying to have a chill, fun time.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's take a look at here.
We're in a state that hasn't gotten it yet. Okay, can I ban this guy?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of fights, but I'm not seeing what's going on.
Could you do it, Ollie, please?
There we go.
Thank you.
Guy came in saying something very out of left field, then started saying something. He's just being a dick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all we need to say. I don't think we even need to justify ourselves.
Use weapons in that area.
Fuck it.
I've
Asshole
already
is being an
programmed the
asshole.
nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten?
If you're
That's
gonna
where they keep
come
the
in
nuclear
to
warheads.
someone's
Can't you see
stream
them?
and start saying that kind
there's
of
lots of
shit,
boxes
like,
piled up
you're
here.
on the wrong
Are they all
platform
warheads?
to be doing
Yes,
that.
they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here?
No mercy.
It's like
I would have
President
done it
Baker
myself,
said.
but for some reason
Totally
my
careless.
Chromebook is
They're working on a limited
not
budget.
registering.
They try to put
right
on a
clicks.
pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more
I
about
would
it than I
die
do.
if my stuff stopped.
The frequency is 141.52.
That's how I interact stuff in Fort.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
So, we're not allowed to use weapons on this floor. And in-universe, the nanomachines have come up once again, because they are literally preventing me from using weapons. Like, they are forcibly in lore preventing it, and Snake's like, what the fuck? No one told me these nanomachines could do that! That's fucked up that you wouldn't tell me this.
It is fucked up that it could even do that.
Yeah. And Snake is rightfully pretty pissed about that, and not very trusting of his current commanding officer. Trust go down. It's like the Sims symbol whenever it's like minus minus.
Yep.
Second floor basement. Ooh, that's gas. That is also an electric floor. That is danger. High voltage. When we touch. When we kiss.
Every time.
I touch. We touch. Fuck. I fucked it up already. I'm ashamed of myself.
Don't worry about it. I, like, put it behind the words, so...
Snake,
hey, it's Deep
watch
Throat
out.
again.
That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Oh, wow. I do not currently possess a remote control missile.
It has but, Yuri, if you actually want to know, I can screen cap it.
Yeah, I'm not in a fight anymore. Just send it to me in our DMs.
Yep.
Just
And
slide
last
to his
3
DMs.
minutes in a chat, you were...
You know, it was weird and fucked up, and I'm honestly trying to be less forgiving about people who are just kind of fucking weird in chat and aren't necessarily breaking rules, but are also just being fucking weird. It's like, I don't really want that in my fucking chat. I don't really care.
We're not
It's
here
my
for that
stream.
negativity and
Yeah.
grossness.
Yeah. it was-
We're here for fun.
And, like, anyone could make the argument of me interpreting it wrong or whatever, but, like, quite frankly, I don't care. It's fucking my stream.
Like, it's just... It's our channel.
Besides, they were given a warning.
Yeah. That's
Honestly,
not okay.
honestly, that's more mercy than I feel like I should have even given. Do I even have the gas mask? Shit, I'm gonna have to do this quick. Alright. Nikita, let's go! Go, Nikita. Go, Nikita. Come to think of it, I don't think the RC missile was ever needed to neutralize an electric floor in the last game. That only happened the game before last. Which is, like, kind of wild in retrospect. They included a thing that happened in the very first game, but not the second. Like, huh. No, I looked at their...
they're not.
I took a peek at their stats, and it was like they didn't follow anyone. It honestly seemed like a bot / troll or something. Oh, there's the gas mask. Yeah, so I no mercy.
It kind of also looks like, well, I guess. I don't want to put it this way, but I also... It's the same with it's the same with, like, JRPGs, too, streaming tales. It's people who look out for the games that they usually play and are just genuinely trolls or assholes about them.
Yeah.
And I mean, you are playing Metal Gear series.
Yeah, and especially, like, I'm playing the one, you know, like, the nostalgic.
It's kind of like what happens with playing Rosaria.
Yeah, it happens. It's a thing.
It's that. So honestly, no mercy, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
That's what the mods are for.
I really appreciate you coming in there, Ollie, because my right click was just
the band hammer.
Working.
I never get to use the band hammer.
Well, hey, there you go. How's it feel? How's it feel?
I want to say that I would have done something that I was currently dying.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Which I thought of myself.
This is why I have multiple mods.
Smart.
You can't be missing mods if you have one.
Whoops.
Whoops, excuse me.
There was a tree chasing me called a vampire vine.
Oh.
Very upset with my botany.
I just want you to know that I just heard someone say freeze and then a lot of fucking grossness sounds coming from the other side of that door. So, this is gonna be almost survival horror feeling-y for a minute.
Come on, show me the corpse.
Not plural.
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
Didn't have. I am actually the worst.
It's ghost.
Oh my god, is it?
Nah, it's not a ghost. But for... Oh, there goes another one.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. He's that ninja.
Here we go.
Oh my god. I like this part.
The implication that this guy's still alive because you can see him on the codec. It's kind of sad.
Quick, give him a cigarette. It'll bring back his health.
Oh! Here we go. High-tech pissing action.
Stealth camouflage.
Oh, it's that guy.
Who are you?
Where is my friend?
What are you talking about? Oh, what next?
What?
Snake.
You're that ninja.
You're that ninja. I'm taking a shot for you're that ninja.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys?
Metal
it's
Gear.
like one of my Japanese animes.
It's like one of my Japanese anime. No, I gotta interrupt you because literally Hal just said it's like one of my Japanese animes.
What?
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
Back in my soul find I will kill you.
That's where he got it from.
Me. It makes no difference.
I mean, he's still a member of Minecraft. He's still like making Game Grumps.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Why can't I talk?
He also does like a star bomb. So I have found that the best way to beat this guy is actually hand-to-hand combat, much like Krauser in RE4.
Now we can fight as warriors. Hand-to-hand.
Hand-to-hand.
How are we supposed to take put the controller here?
Oh, that's later.
Already unplugged.
That's later, Ollie. And actually, there's a way to do that on the PS3.
My joke was that the controller was on.
It's true. But in that case, you just have the disconnect. I appreciate the joke, though. So, hey, Ollie. While you were here, I gave a certain character a certain voice in the last game. Kind of sounded like this. Yeah. Do you remember who that character was?
No.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure after this, it'll be revealed.
Expecting me to remember things. That's funny.
Oh, I just thought maybe. Wow. Wow.
Let me
Time for some chuck.
I mean, okay. I'm trying to think of an exact scenario where Ollie has actually been good at remembering. You can heal.
Yeah.
You remember all the complicated stuff for the healing classes in Final Fantasy XIV.
True.
So there. I do remember things. Gotcha.
Yeah, but I can't remember PS combos to save my life.
I mean, not a lot of people can.
That's what Macros are for.
I mean, all I did was entirely there in the forest, and I came out.
Oh my god, I found Rosebud. Tell me what you are. They're on a flying mantis.
Do you actually want to know what Rosebud is? Because I can spoil the entire movie.
I know exactly.
Oh, okay.
But I have also never seen Citizen Kane.
Fair. To be fair, I had only seen it for the first time, like, on my last semester of college because I took a film course.
Spoilers, God.
Oh, come on, Citizen Kane even around here. God.
It's weird because I, like, don't want to say things for people that I know, and people that, like, you're right, Yuri, in that it's, like, totally, it's literally, the phrase, "it was his sled," is literally a trope on TV tropes that describes spoilers that are so old that everyone knows about them. Yeah. It's literally the name, but...
The video video game of local Eric die.
Basically. Basic fucking Lee, to be honest. Also, wow, spoiler. Wow. But what I will say is that whenever I encounter someone that knows nothing about Citizen Kane, I keep my mouth shut because I am like, you are a rarity. You are a unicorn in this world. And I want to preserve that to someday see your reaction.
The funniest thing is I'm the same way, right? Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I keep telling myself that I haven't watched Citizen Kane, but I know that's a lie because my mom has. It's just, I was probably so young, I didn't realize it, and the only lie that I kept is there was a sled.
Yeah. Which isn't even actually a spoken line, it's just like something, like,
it's
yeah.
something that I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's the only thing I remember, and my mom's like, oh, Citizen Kane was such a good movie, and I'm like, I've never seen it. She's like, oh, of course you have.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
I was raising you. I'd be watching it while I'd be feeding you, or while you were sick. Well,
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat.
I would love to
Only
tell
a
you
fool
that, but
trusts
I would
his
have to
life
go back
to
to years and years and years of my life to try and figure it out.
Basically, it's about a guy that had good intentions and started up good things from a good place that slowly gets corrupted over the course of his life.
Ah,
oh, that's what. But yeah, that's. I knew it was something along those lines. That's why. To this day, I still sit there going, my mom let me watch Citizen Kane.
It's a, like, especially it is a really fast-paced movie. And honestly, the only time that I saw it, I could barely keep up.
It's a fast-paced movie, and it's surprisingly decent.
Yeah, there are multiple time skips that just, like, they're so, like, they use old-fashioned signifiers of time skips, and it confused me a lot of times. I was just like, wait, what? When are we now? But that was just the style.
Oh! With weapons!
Other movie that my mom watched that I still watched that, but
Oh, I've never seen that. I keep hearing good things about it, though.
It is really good. I'd have to once again go back to my life.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy it. And I was one of those big kids that I used to enjoy a movie.
Yeah.
So even though I don't watch them, the fact that I sat here and actually watched them with my mom, wide awake, falling asleep.
Yeah. Fair. Like, they held your attention.
I was that kid that would literally stay up for hours and hours and hours on end, watching
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I remember the first time I got my hands on Final Fantasy X, and I didn't go to bed until like 3.
If I didn't like something, I would watch it. It's part of it. I'd drift off and do my thing or fall asleep.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'd have to go back.
Just gotta fade out.
That's good, Snake.
It's good, Snake.
Hurry up and catch me. I'm here, Snake.
Just gotta pay attention to your shadow. It's fine. Ooh. What you got? What you got, broski? What you got, friendo? Oh, break out the goddamn. Ow, it hurt. Holy shit, where are you? God damn it, ninja. I can't. Oh my god. Aha! There you are. Oh, damn it.
Hurry up and catch me.
Ah, there you are. Got some shit!
Yay, I've been subscribed to Final Fantasy 14 long enough to get the Final Fantasy 9 character.
Zidane.
Sure. The blonde cat ears. Or at least, maybe he didn't have it.
He has a tail. Yeah, he has a tail.
I remember that tail. My brain immediately assumes they have cat ears. But yeah, that dude. Blonde with tails.
Fair enough. Tails.
Actually, he is a variation of Ori.
Shut up.
I had to.
I don't even believe you.
I had to.
I don't even believe you. Is that a thing people say, or did you just make that up?
I just made that up.
Okay.
I just wanted to be a little bit.
Listen, I sniff bullshit, okay?
I also have another older one referred to, but this outfit is called the Wild Rose set.
Wild Rose sounds familiar.
I don't know. Wild Rose Final Fantasy.
What's the name of an airship?
It's a character's outfit, so maybe there's
maybe that's like.
I'm here, Snake.
Like it's an airship.
Alright. Looks like I'm doing alchemy.
Monday, time for alchemy.
Looks like I am legitimately doing alchemy. Because there are a bunch of ingredients that I need from the alchemy. So it looks like I'm doing that too.
It might be referring to something from 2.
Oh my god, yes, 2. I forgot about that. I think the Wild Rose is the rebellion group. Holy shit, it's been a minute.
I'll DM you the picture of the outfit.
No, it's been like a hot.
Put it in fucking screenshot.
It's been a hot minute since I've played Final Fantasy 2, so I don't blame myself for forgetting. And also, 2 is the worst Final Fantasy, don't at me.
I agree. And in fact, nobody has to act.
No.
Nobody.
I don't want to see that.
Make me feel alive.
Yeah.
Again.
And if someone does act, assume that it's probably one of the first Final Fantasy. The nostalgia factor can play.
Good.
If it's your
now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Trust his life to a weapon.
Ow! You hit me in the face with a body heel. Ow! He's all metal and shit.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't help it, it's too catchy and I love it. It's so good.
So hard.
Ow.
Hold on.
Ow. Oh, God, the heels. His heels hurt. They're made of metal.
It's not fair when I've got soft, fleshy flesh, and you got metal.
Soft, fleshy.
You heard me!
Yes, fleshy.
You were mad. Did I fucking stutter?
No,
For once. Ow! Arr! Ow!
those are so cute.
Arr!
That's good, Snake. Hurry up and catch me.
Just out of curiosity, are you crafting for like a specific person, for a specific purpose in mind?
Yes, I'm kind of building my way up through each of the lines because one, I want to make for leather crafting, there is a pair of pants and a pair of gloves as well as a shirt.
Okay, yeah, right.
All three of them are about 60 in leather. What else? For weaving,
hurry up and catch me.
Outfits that I want that are also up in like 50 and 60.
Okay.
But to make it through all of those, I require things in goldsmithing.
I've been waiting for this day.
Fair enough.
Hurt me more.
Hurt me more.
No.
Listen, that's just what the ninja said, okay? He wants more.
No.
He loves it. He loves it.
I remember.
He remembers that punch. Hey, Ollie.
Do you remember, Snake? The
Do
feel
you
of
remember
battle.
the feel of battle?
The clashing of bone.
Clashing of
remember?
bone and sinew.
Do you remember the 21st of September?
That's good, Snake.
But I do want you to think back to the boss we had to fight, completely hand to hand.
Hurt me more.
Ugly up.
Gotcha, bitch. Ow!
Hurt me more!
Oh no, what the fuck? How do I deal with that? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot.
Oh shit! I can make my own antidotes.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel
it. You're gonna really feel it. Okay.
Really feel it.
He's gonna really feel it.
Good, Snake. Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
I'll punch you twice and then kick you. And then punch you twice and then kick you. And then punch you twice and then kick you. And that's how it's gonna be the whole game.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? I have learned this. I've learned. Ow! I haven't learned.
About that, have you really learned?
Actually, genuinely, like, a lot of people find this boss kind of shit, and I don't them, but I genuinely love this boss. It is all about baiting it out. Baiting it out, going in, and then baiting it out again. I've never seen him do that before. That was weird. It's like every time I die, I feel myself getting better and better. And more and more efficient. It's so good. I love this boss so much.
Fuck yes!
Ow! Hurry!
I'm here, Ray.
Ow! Hurry! Oh, no hurry!
Hurry up and catch me.
That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.
I got a gun.
You know, I genuinely enjoy that song.
I used to, but
But
now
then
I
you can
can't
just
unhear
only hear it. Yeah.
My sister hates that I didn't do it. She likes it.
That's funny. Nah, I think that's funny.
I've been waiting for this.
He's been waiting for this pain. I'm probably gonna end this stream after I beat this boss. Well,
that's it. I remember that punch. Do you remember, Snake? The field of battle. The clashing of dawn.
The 21st night of September!
That's good, Snake. Hurt me more.
Maybe it's like this?
Hurt me
can't remember how to hurt you, dude. Oh, just shoot his ass.
Hurt me more!
It's a shame because this is when his identity is going to get revealed.
I felt that, Snake.
It makes the biggest sense if you played Metal Gear 2. But is absolutely explained if
you were killed in Zanzibar. What? Not again. What's happening?
I'm losing myself.
Is it over?
Here's the reveal.
Gray Fox! Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
No. He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark?
Yes. He started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes. But they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants.
How long are you gonna stay in there?
Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Are you an
Come on,
otaku
get out.
too?
We can't stay here forever.
You're alone? Are you an otaku too?
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear chief engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Oh. Well, at least you're not one of them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about. I want to ask you something. I need information about Metal Gear.
Metal Gear?
Huh? Metal Gear?
Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Fire! I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
No. All the armament was built by a separate department, and the President personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it, in a joint venture between ArmsTech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on his back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Yeah, but that's not all I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using NOVA and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data.
Which is why they need the
These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn! Damn! I'm such a fool. It's all my fault. The truth is, my grandfather was part of the Manhattan Project. He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life. And my father, he was born on August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
3 generations of Emmerich men. We must have the curse of nuclear weapons written into our DNA. I used to think that I could use science to help mankind. But the one that wound up getting used was me. Using science to help mankind, it's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base.
Where's that?
North of the communications tower, but it's a long way there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex.
Hello?
Yo.
I'll show you the way.
Oh, sorry, we're completely
dead. On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
No, it's chill. I just haven't been
You'll
saying
need me
anything
if you're gonna destroy Rex.
I don't need you. I just need your brain.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this.
Oh yeah, stealth camera.
It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
Meryl, you gotta
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
That's a relief.
I want you to look after him. Where are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me!
Meryl, what happened?
Uh-oh.
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Oh my god, Hal! I forgot you said that. Wow.
If she's disguised as the enemy, you'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh?
Like, wow, dude.
There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Come on.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense. Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
Call me
It stands for
Otacon.
Otaku Convention.
It stands
and
for
Otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation.
Otaku guy like me likes
Japan was the first country to
Japanimation.
successfully make bipedal robots.
This was so written in 1999.
They're still the best in the field of robotics.
And Japanese cartoons played some part in that?
They did. I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, you know.
That's what all scientists say.
Yeah, into science.
I became a
because
scientist
of
because I
anime.
wanted to make robots like the ones
You
in the
wanted to make
Japanese
robots
anime.
like the one in
Really,
the
it's
Japanese
true.
animes.
Just sounds like a childish excuse to me.
Oh, Hal,
You're right. We have to take responsibility. Science has always thrived on war. Greatest weapons of mass destruction were created by scientists who wanted to be famous. But that's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure. I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you. I'm on frequency 141.12. See you later.
That's a lifer. No, whoops. Fuck it. I think we are going to call it.
Snake, there's an old Chinese saying, a scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. Einstein said it another way. He said that only a life lived for others is worth living. That's why I entered MIT instead of Princeton or Vassar like my friends. I wanted to do applied physics, not just theoretical stuff. I wanted to make things for people. The Soliton radar system or the Kodak system. I just wanted to make something that would be useful for people. I think that it was the same for Dr. Emmerich too. But he was used like a tool, used to make a horrible killing machine. Maybe it would be better if engineers like us just stopped making things. I don't know.
It's pretty heavy, Mei-Ling. Not much to say. But alright. I'm gonna call it for the night.
Alright.
There's my stream Twitter, if you want to keep up on what's on the immediate docket, which is something I have to change. Stream cancellations if the insomnia hits too hard or whatever. Or whenever I go live. That's pretty much all that's going to happen on that Twitter. I'm basically forcing myself to stop at this point. I kind of want to keep going, but it's 3:47 in the morning, and I really should save it for more than just like 1 or 2 sessions.
Yeah. You don't want to push yourself that hard.
I'm holding myself back right now. I love this game so much. Okay.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Also, fun shout out to... Oh, one last thing before I go. That's a Policenauts poster. Policenauts was a game that Hideo Kojima also made in between this and Metal Gear 2. So, that's a fun fact. It's basically a point-and-click adventure game. I don't actually know anything else outside of it because I've never played it. But, yeah, homie just decided to give it a little bit of a cameo. Anyways, I'm gonna peace out for now. Thank you, Yuri, for joining me.
I was happy to be here.
Alright. Say night stream.
Good night, stream.
Night stream!